Hey and welcome. I am at home today in one of the horses' fields and you can see them here in the background. They're out here with me tonight, and I also have Caesar. So Caesar, come here, come to the camera and say hi. Come and say hi. Good boy. So we're outside tonight and it's a beautiful evening, so I thought I'd share it with the animals. And I'm just going to take you through a spontaneous flow that I did this week with my class, and it worked really well. We were working on preparation for shoulder stands. Now, shoulder stands are challenging, so if you haven't done shoulder stands, I don't want you to throw yourself into them. Just stick with the warm-up guide that I'm going to give, and that's all we did in our class. We just did some preparation for preparing the shoulders for shoulder stands, and it worked really well. So we're going to be working through a few things like bridge and core work, just to help get that lift in our body and prepare ourselves lifting onto our shoulders. So take your time. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, as always. And just have a play and enjoy it. So yeah, this is just a spontaneous blog that I've decided to do this evening and share with you. So let's get on with it, shall we, Cease? Let's get on with it. We're going to start lying on our back, and we're going to start by stretching out our hamstrings, because our legs, our quads do a lot of work when we're getting into shoulder stands. So we want to really build up those quads. We want to stretch those hamstrings out. So we're going to start with a little hamstring stretch. Here comes Boo. Hey Boo. Oh, don't mind the joss sticks. I've got a joss stick, I like that. I've burnt joss sticks all around me, and she just wanted to stuck her nose on one. So we'll put that over there. Hi Red. Red's a little bit more curious, aren't you, Red? Okay, put that joss stick there. Just trying to stop the flies from biting me. Okay, so we're going to start by lying on our backs, and the first move we're going to be doing is our hamstring stretch. So you can either lie and have one leg completely straight while you work on the other leg, or you can have it bent, so whichever one you want to do. But I'm going to go for one lengthened beside me. The other foot is going to be using a tie around the ball of the foot and just bringing that hamstring in. Think of straightening the knee and lengthening that leg. So you can take it either into both hands or one hand. I've got Caesar licking me, so I'm going to just try and restrain Caesar at the same time. Oh, Caesar, what is it, mate? Okay, so one leg up in the air, sole of the foot going up to the sky. You want to try and stay relaxed in the shoulders. We don't want to create any tension anywhere else in the body. So sole of the foot coming up to the sky, lengthening in that leg, and the other leg lengthening away. Okay, so lengthening and lengthening, two-way stretch here. So you can have that knee bent if it's more comfortable, up to you. Okay, so either bent or lengthened. But think about pushing that sky away with the sole of the foot. Think of really drawing that leg in and up and stretching that other leg away from the body. Focus on the breath, so breathing in, breathing out. Caesar, no. No. No, I don't want that. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Taking your 3 breaths. Slowly bringing that knee in, having a little hug. Extending that leg and taking it to the other side. So lengthening that leg, taking that tie around the sole of the foot, bringing it in and lengthening that sole of the foot to the sky. So I've got one leg lengthening along the mats and the other mat lengthening to the sky. So you can bend that sole of the foot if it's more comfortable. Do what works best for you. So taking those breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Trying to stay relaxed in those shoulders. So I'm lengthening one leg to the sky, straight leg if you can. If you need to have a bent knee, then you can bend it a little bit. But if you can, think of lengthening, think of stretching. Relaxing those shoulders and lengthening that leg if you wish, whichever way you want to work. slow, deep breaths. And then slowly bringing that knee in, giving it a little bit of hug, bringing it into the chest. We're going to go on to our next position, which is bridge pose. So bridge pose, feet flat on the ground, palms down on the ground by your side, arms long. And you may want to bring those heels in towards your butt. You'll know whether they're in the right place, because when you push your hips up, if you feel like you can't push with your feet very well, bring those heels in a little bit more. Keep those knees parallel, draw that belly in, strong core, palms down on the ground. Breathing in as you push up, breathing out as you push down. So what we're doing here is we're shifting our weight onto the tops of our shoulders. Shoulders, neck in contact with the ground, strong legs pushing down, using those quads, and then breathing out, taking those hips all the way down. So breathing in, lifting up, breathing out, taking those hips down. From here, if you feel that you would like to give it a try, the next position is to push yourself up, hands on the ground, and then bring one knee into the chest and extend that leg up to the sky. This is challenging, okay, because again, you're pushing that belly up, using those glutes, taking the sole of the foot to the sky. So you're really lengthening, but pushing up with that grounding foot. So it's really strong in the quads. Okay, and again, we're just shifting that weight a little bit more into a different area of our body. Bring that knee in and take it down. Try the other side. Grounding yourself, finding that balance before you start to bring that knee in and stretching up to the sky. Sole of the foot up to the sky. Focus on that breath. If you feel like you're struggling a little bit, adjust those feet. So maybe bring that heel in a little bit more. See if that gives you a little bit more power in that quad to push that sole high to the sky. Use that breath. So all the time, my weight is shifting onto my shoulders a little bit more preparation for our shoulder stands here. Bring that knee in, place that foot down. Breathe out. Have a little breather if you need. Anytime, just bring those knees in, have a little hug, have a little rock. Okay, so the next move is going into our shoulder stand, if you wish, okay? So you may just want to practice doing your bridges for a while and just working on it nice and slowly. Another good way is to do your leg extensions up a wall. So you've got a wall there, you've got to bring your butt really close to that wall, legs against the wall, bend a foot against the wall, and you can push yourself with one leg up to the sky. A wall is a great way of shifting weight and learning how to move that weight to the top of your body, okay, because you've got that wall there for support. So if you want to try it up against a wall first, brilliant. We did this a lot in our first stages of shoulder stands before we then came off the wall and started practicing without. Really helps to build that core up, strengthen those glutes. So if you want to try the wall first, then try the wall. If you want to go into the next stage, which is our actual shoulder stand, this is what we're going to be doing. So legs together, nice and straight, toes to the sky, palms down beside you. And you're going to take a breath in, and as you breathe in, you're going to bring those legs all the way in and up, okay? So strong core, breath in, and bring those legs up. Legs up to the sky. Bring your elbows in, hands come to the lower back, act as a support, tummy's drawn in, toes are up to the sky. So my hips and shoulders are hopefully in line. My feet don't go past my head, okay? They're straight up, level. We don't want them too far over or too far back. We're aiming for long, straight legs, straight up. Very challenging. Slow, deep breaths. Really deep abdominal breathing when we're in our shoulder stands. Anytime, bend those knees, bring them down into the chest. Use the hands to slowly anchor yourself down, lowering down nice and gently and safely. Very challenging. Okay, so that's our shoulder stand. Takes time to get that strength. So be kind to yourself. Work gradually. From there, you can go into plow pose. So I'm going to show you plow pose now. So we're lying nice and long, our legs are together. We're going to go into shoulder stand first. So I'm hoping you can see me if my legs go all the way over. Let me come down a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so breathing in, bringing those legs all the way up into shoulder stand. Strong core. Breathe in. Legs come up. Elbows come underneath, hands to my back. Legs are high to the sky, pointing to the sky. Very slowly, I'm going to take those legs behind me. So I'm a bit stiff because I've not done this for a little while. So ideally we want toes on the ground, long legs, straight legs. Find that breath. You want to keep your head straight, you don't want to be moving. I'm just tilting a little bit so you can hear me. Use your hands for support and focus on that breath. So I'm going to think about pushing my heels away to keep my legs nice and strong. Excellent for the thyroid, this. Just focusing on my breath. And Caesar, who's decided to join in. When you're ready to come out, again, you're using that same way of hands being your anchor. So very slowly, I'm coming out using my hands as brakes all the way down, nice and gently to the ground. Excellent, good. So that's our plow pose. Plow pose definitely takes time. It's a lot on your neck and shoulders. So you really need to stretch and warm up first. If you know how to do them, that's great. If you don't just throw yourself into them because they are very challenging and you're likely to hurt yourself. So definitely do the legs up the wall first. Build strength in the tops of your shoulders. And just take it really slowly. Just experiment very gently. So when we've done things like shoulder stands, bends with our legs going over our heads, always good to bend the back in the other direction. So we're going to have a go at fish pose. Okay, so fish pose I always think is like Marmite. You love it or you hate it. Most people really like it as long as you can get your head to the floor. So we're going to have a go at our fish pose. So legs are straight, toes to the sky. I'm going to move back up now. So I'm coming off my yoga mat. Okay, lying straight, arms by your side, tummy drawn in. Lift one butt cheek, place that hand underneath. Lift the other butt cheek, place that underneath. Okay, so toes to the sky, legs are long, straight. You're going to breathe in, look at those toes. You're going to lift up onto those elbows, walk them under your back. Then you're going to open your chest. Can you see how I puff my chest out like a fish? Squeeze my shoulder blades together and tip my head all the way back onto the ground. And I'm squeezing my shoulder blades the whole time. So I'm opening my chest, toes are to the sky, and I'm breathing. My head should be here, but I'm looking at you so that you can hear me. A very good move for respiratory issues, asthma, COPD, anything like that. Strengthening your lungs, your diaphragm, really opens the chest, gets that breath in there. And it's surprisingly, when you're actually in it, you can actually hold it for quite a while. It's really comfortable. As long as you keep squeezing and lifting, pushing that chest out, puffing that chest out. Toes to the sky. And to come out, you either breathe in, look at your toes, and lower yourself down. or you can just drop out of it, roll out of it like that. So some very powerful poses there, very strong poses. Now I've not done them for a while, so I was able to do them still, but I could feel it. So it's so important to listen to the body, take your time and do them really gently. And remember, yoga isn't about perfection, it's about making progress slowly in your own time, okay? So it's about connecting with your inner self, being kind to yourself. So just go steady and just enjoy the journey. Isn't that right, Cease? Caesar's hanging out here because you see my black cob chases him, so that's why he's not leaving my side. Isn't that right, Cease? Isn't that right? Yeah! Okay, so thank you ever so much for watching. Spontaneous vlog. Hope you've enjoyed it. Namaste, my friends. Namaste.